I was skeptical about this one at first. I mean, I've tried a bunch of portable generators over the years, and most of them either sound like a jet engine or quit after an hour when you actually need them. So when I first heard about the Honda EU2200i, I thought, another quiet claim? Yeah, right. But after using it for a few weeks, both on a camping trip and during a short power outage, I have to say, this thing surprised me. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Let me start with the noise, or should I say, the lack of it. This generator is genuinely quiet. Like, conversation level quiet. I ran it about 20 feet from our campsite, and you could barely hear it over normal talking. That's a huge deal if you're trying to sleep or enjoy some peace and quiet in the woods. And it's not just camping. If you live in a neighborhood with noise restrictions or have close neighbors, this won't annoy them. I even ran it in my backyard during a barbecue, and no one complained. Power-wise, it's more than enough for most needs. It's rated at 2,200 watts, which means it can run a fridge, a few lights, a laptop, a fan, and even a small TV without breaking a sweat. On our camping trip, we powered a 12V fridge, charged phones and tablets, and ran a portable coffee maker in the morning, all without any issues. It handled the load smoothly, no sputtering, no overheating. That kind of reliability is exactly what you want when you're relying on it for essentials. One feature I didn't expect to use much but ended up loving is the Bluetooth connectivity. Honda has an app that lets you monitor the generator's status right from your phone, fuel level, runtime, power output, even maintenance reminders. It's not a must-have, but it's super convenient. I checked the app while I was inside the house during that power outage, and I could see exactly how much fuel was left and how long it had been running. No need to go outside and guess. It's little things like that which make a difference when you're trying to keep things simple. Speaking of runtime, this thing lasts. Honda claims up to 8.1 hours on a single tank, and in real-world use, I got about 7.5 hours running a medium-load fridge, lights, and charging devices. That's more than enough for a full night's sleep or a full day off-grid. I didn't have to wake up in the middle of the night to refuel, which is a huge plus. And when you do need to refill, the fuel tank is easy to access, and the generator shuts off automatically if it gets tipped over, which is a nice safety touch. Now, let's talk about portability. It weighs about 47 pounds, which is light enough for most people to carry, especially if you're used to hiking gear. It has a sturdy handle on top, and the design is compact. It fits easily in the back of an SUV or a small truck bed. I took it camping in a small SUV, and it slid right in without taking up too much space. If you're using it for home backup, it's easy to move around if you need to store it or position it somewhere safe. Another thing I appreciate is the build quality. Honda generators have a reputation for lasting, and this one feels solid. The housing is durable, the controls are straightforward, and the engine starts reliably every time. I've had cheaper generators that took multiple pulls or flooded after a few uses, but the EU2200 I fired up on the first try, even in cooler weather. That kind of dependability is worth paying a little extra for. Now, I'll be honest, it's not perfect. The price is higher than some other portable generators out there. You're paying for the Honda name and the quiet operation, so if you're on a tight budget, this might not be the one. Also, while it's quiet, it's not silent. If you're in absolute silence mode, like meditating in the woods, you might still notice a low hum. But for most people, that's not an issue. The warranty is solid, though. Honda covers it for 3 years for residential use, which is longer than a lot of competitors. That gives me peace of mind, especially if something goes wrong down the line. So, who's this generator for? If you camp regularly, tailgate, need backup power for your home, or just want a reliable, quiet generator for occasional use, this is a great choice. It's not the cheapest, but it's one of the best in its class for performance and durability. If you're thinking about getting one, check out the link below. I've put it in the description for your convenience. It's a solid investment if you want something that'll last and won't wake up the whole neighborhood. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.